All right, we got number 24 up in the chute this morning. She had a calf on the 12th, and she did not want her baby calf. So we've been having to get her up every day, morning and night, so this little dude here can suck till his heart's content.
Yep.
Kids are out of school this week,
Yep.
getting ready for Christmas. We got Caleb, and we got Raylan, and we got Owen, and we got Andrew.
But
Vivian's down at the house still. She's having trouble finding her some socks. So she had it on the 12th.
Yeah.
And we've been getting this cow up every day, morning and night. Today is the 18th.
Yes.
And she's still not. We've been giving her a little feed in this trough over here. It's just a 4-way. It's some that we've been feeding some feeder calves for freezer beef with, which are just on the other side of this shed. But luckily, we just got this corral built.
Yeah,
we cleaned out this barn or the shed, and so we bought some Preifert panels and alleyway system and a sweep. It's a 135-degree sweep. I'll show you what we got going on here. We put the economy panels down this wall,
and we put clamps on them.
and we put clamps on them. We put just conduit clamps to kind of clamp them up there. So you can open this gate. If you open this gate up and run them in through here, and then Caleb's gonna close this gate, and you can just walk them through here. It works out real well so far. We've done this because all my last 2 working pens that I've had, they've been outside, and it seems like every time you need to get a cow up or calf up or something's going down, you got to get them up, and it's always raining or it's cold. So we invested in a 135-degree Preifert sweep. That's my old facility out there. If you can tell, it's just kind of some economy gates. Well, we finally got this put together. I believe I'm going to like it a lot. I know I like it a lot so far. And Owen over there, he's showing you the no back stop alley. And you got that stop in there, so once they go under it, they can't back out. And then we got the panels off the old Preifert SO4 squeeze chute with the calf sucking this morning. I believe everybody, the last 3 days I've had to work 12-hour shifts, and the kids and my wife have been able to come up here and do this. But we'll go out here and I'll show you some of the feeder calves. We got 16 calves in the lot that we weaned on the 6th of December. According to the Farmer's Almanac, the 6th was the day for weaning calves. So we got that done. They're out here eating a little bit of grain. I keep them on the 6th. We got them up. We put a cow crate band on them. We gave them a tetanus shot.
And we're trying some
We gave them a tetanus shot and a black leg shot. So there they are. Some of them are older than others, but I think there's one is there in there, that calf right there, that 4254. You can't see his tag, but that was Andrew's 4-H feeder calf project this summer, 2023. and he's grown out quite a bit in the last couple months.
Yeah.
But he's the only one that we've had in here, you know, since I guess we weaned him back in the spring, and he's been either in a pen getting halter broke, or but he's a feed calf. He's had plenty of grass, but he likes his feed. So there's 6 of them in here that are going to be going for freezer beef in April. But here in the next couple days, we're probably gonna turn them out. I got a little polywire ribbon, it's not polywire, it's a poly tape. I got it up over there so that we can keep them kind of confined right now, just to make sure, you know, I didn't want them running across the field and jumping through because all we got is a 2-strand high tensile fence, electric going through. It's got plenty of voltage, but with calves just being weaned, I wanted to make sure that they understood. Some of them hadn't never been exposed to electric. I got one little small farm that we rent that there ain't no electric on it. The guy that had it previously, he had it cross fenced with barbed wire, so we just kept it like that. So they didn't really know what electric was, so we put them in here to get them trained to electric. And I think, you know, the first day they all figured out what the electric was, but for right now I just wanted to keep them up, make sure they're going to be okay, and if we did have trouble, we could run them through that orange gate down there and easily get them back in the corral system that we got inside the shed. And it is muddy, but that's part of it here right now. We'll get them turned out. We'll get them turned out into a bigger field so they ain't gotta wallow in mud, because I don't really like it, but that's what we got going on. Eventually we'll have we leveled out a spot back here behind the barn that I haven't got fenced yet, but it's a pretty good level area. But we got hay stacked back here this year because we didn't really have the time or the funds to finish this project. So I did just put a poly wire right up through here so that if I wanted to get the cows in, I could bring them from up there and down. So we got there's a lot of work still yet to do up here. We got plenty of hay for the winter. We're still on stockpiled fescue. We've been rotating them through stockpile fescue for very well all summer, but it ain't been stockpile fescue. But I took my hay ground and I turned it in. Well, I cut it once this spring, and then I've just let it grow all summer long. But here we are. We leveled this. This is actually was a big old hill, and we
About the same
had a couple. It was about that level right over there. If you see, there's a pile of wood chips and stuff that the power line guys that was cutting power lines out, they brought them out here and dumped them there. There's some chunks in there, but we've used some of it for different spots, washouts and stuff. But if you see back there in the background behind that pile, there's a pretty good hill, and that hill came all the way through here and kind of tapered off right there. So there's a good 10 foot of elevation drop that we did, and this pad here is probably 300 or 400 foot long, and it's probably 200 foot wide. And my hopes are to turn this into a lot for those feeder calves But I believe this winter, once we get the hay kind of down, we're probably gonna try to feed a little bit of hay in here, because it's pretty much just sandstone, rocky. There ain't no topsoil whatsoever, so we're gonna try to build it up with some hay. I did plant grass on around the edges where the slopes are gonna be. I'll take you over here and I'll show you that. We quit raising tobacco in 2020, and we still have some tobacco frames that we used left. So I did plant some of this here all the way around the edge. I planted it. It's I've just put a poly wire up so that the cows couldn't get in here. This is what we got. It's fescue mainly. Back in the spring I planted a fescue and I planted a perennial rye grass to kind of get it up and going, but it looks pretty good. I mean, we got pretty good grass. We'll probably bring the cows in here for a few days just to kind of chomp it down and see what things look like after that, but don't want to turn them in there too long because it's still just field dirt mainly, and I just want to get in here and kind of clip it off a little bit. But all right, that's first video of today. It's Monday the 18th of December, and these yahoos here, they're ready for Christmas.
Yeah.